thoughts on where you kind of see the video space shaking out, or where the winners are going to be, and where some changes are going to have to be made?
Well, I recognize we're at a point in time, and we could say today that YouTube has won, and we could declare that they're the winner. Because over the last several years, they've become the default standard, just like we know today that Twitter is the default standard for the statosphere. But things change quickly. You know, there was a time when Yahoo and AltaVista were winning the search space and nobody had heard of Google. So who knows what's going to happen in 5 years or 10 years. And we're talking today about the fact that YouTube is not making a profit. They're losing hundreds of millions of dollars a year. But are they driving enough users to the Google platform? Is Google going to find a way to convert those to paid users somewhere else? You know, search, when Google was first doing it, didn't have any ads on it. And it was very bare bones. It had the best answers, but didn't have a way to monetize. And so for years, people were asking, how could Google make any money? Until people started making AdSense, and they figured that out, and they were fast followers of Overture and some other companies and pushing that out. I think they'll figure it out on YouTube as well. And if not, you know, they're just going to continue to own it as a thought leader, innovation leader, and a loss leader. We look at something like Twitter. They don't have any revenue today, and we expect that they will. People are going to find a way. But when it comes to advertising on the web at all, people have a hard time accepting it, right? You know, you look at your web banners, and I don't know the last time you clicked on one, but you know they're there.
On the web? Are they there? I don't,
right.
Yeah, you don't even.
And so, you know, people had this big expectation. We're going to sink billions of dollars into advertising on the web, and it's going to have immediate results. The good news is that you can customize the ad to the visitor based on the type of other sites that they look at, based on their demographic profile. And so it can be more targeted than ever. But a lot of people are putting advertising in places where it doesn't belong. You know, if you run a blog that has 50 readers a day, you know, putting ads on there is just going to hurt the experience, and you're not going to make any money. And so people are trying to find the right place for ads, and the right place for advertising, and the right place for money to be made in something like a YouTube.
So, you mentioned right there is this idea of banner blindness, and you know, using traditional advertising methods aren't really succeeding on the web. And so how do businesses take advantage of these social tools to create more engaging, more rich interactions with their customers, while still, you know, achieving kind of their business goals? So,
well, I think we mentioned a little bit earlier, we were talking about forcing people to come to your website. And the old rule of demand generation was you would send out 30,000 emails out to people, you would get 300 click-throughs and maybe 3 customers at the end of the day. And the rule is turned on its head. What's happened is you need to find 10 influencers who will write about you and tell 1,000 people, of which 10 become customers. And it could absolutely happen if you get the right people. And being social is a way of advertising who you are as a company and your brand as an individual. So it might not be the old way of putting a print ad up and a commercial up, but they're going to see your name more frequently, they're going to see you as a peer, and that works just as well.